The hell are you doing?
I've remembered to grab the ratcheting one this time. Cylinder's coming off again. This one works. I had to put wedges in there because it wasn't engaging properly with the rod coming off of the master cylinder.
Wedges,
the nuts. Yeah, I put 2 in there, and I was worried it was a little too much, but 1 wasn't enough. Well, 2 is too much. The brakes are now scrubbing. They don't ever completely release. So I found a thicker nut, and I'm going to dig the 2 out and replace it with that. So it comes off again.
Yes.
But this time I have a ratcheting.
Please subscribe so we can, yes. We're still fighting for monetization, so please subscribe and help us out. Thanks.
You get more interesting projects, such as a Fiat 500 Abarth with almost 200,000 miles on it.
As well as some random crazy things that we do plan on Crazy Karl projects once we get money in.
Yeah.
Right now we're relying on the producer's income, which isn't enough.
And mine, which is not enough.
No.
But
so, is that it? That's what you were headed? No, that's not. Oh no, I'm an idiot. Never mind.
I don't know what you're talking about. Still no room to move, but this is a little easier. And of course, there's lines in the way of sockets.
And this is not a Keeps advertisement, I promise. Although if they want to sponsor, we will definitely do one.
I don't know. Their current budget would be more the hairspray paint.
Yeah, our current budget is the hairspray paint.
Alrighty, off it comes.
Yep.
Again. And now let's see if I can get these nuts out of here. I'm finishing now. A very proper tool.
Crazy Karl Projects, the only channel on YouTube where you learn how to repair master cylinder with 2 nuts and a finishing nail. And then 1 nut and a finishing nail.
And what's bad, I may actually have to find a screw that's the right threading. I don't have one long enough.
Bum, bum, ba-dum. Bing. What can I say? I was a Price is Right fan as a kid.
Mosquito.
Yep.
Don't buzz my ear. Gotcha.
Boy, do they like you today. You're the tasty one.
Unusual. They normally don't care for me. Alright.
That can't be good on your hard lines.
They have wedged in there good, so I am going to have to find a screw.
Alrighty.
So, should have been a quick project. Can't find one that fits exactly, but got one long enough it should be able to catch. Maybe I can pull one out. If I get one out, I may just live with it being a little too short, because the replacement nut I've got is only about 1 millimeter wider.
Tweezers? I'd say sledgehammer, but you can't get a sledgehammer in there.
No. See if that's long enough to reach it. That's long enough to reach it. It'll get in them. I think one of them may have actually wedged in there sideways, and that's the problem.
More than likely. Honestly, when y'all said the brakes were basically smoking last night after driving it around for a bit, I was thinking, yeah, the nut probably got wedged in sideways.
Now, the first one I had, yep, that was promising. I think one fell out. You hear it?
I heard something go.
I heard a tink. Yep, it's down there somewhere. I'm pretty sure of it. It'll be like last time. I won't find it till I sweep.
More than likely. How do you know you're old? When you start finding things by cleaning up. How'd the new shocks work?
Great. Front feels really good. It's riding a little bit on the outside.
Well, gotta show.
You see where it's riding a little bit on the outside.
That could be tire pressure too.
It's, if you look back up, you'll see that they're tilted in because the shocks have pushed it up. I gotta let it bed for a little bit, and then I'll have to get it realigned.
Okay.
Because last time I had it aligned, you can see the wheels are tilted, cantered in.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get down.
You'll see they're cantered in a little bit.
Yeah, you can just a little bit.
And shocks have been sitting on there long enough. Drive it a little bit, get it set, and I'll take it to the alignment shop.
Okay.
That I will do to the alignment shop because I drive too many miles to do a rough in. They're nice and straight. They're not pulling either side, but they're tilted too far. And I could possibly adjust them, but I wouldn't get them good.
Real quick, since we're on on rough estimates, do you know how to do a rough estimate? Or how do you do a rough estimate?
Rough estimate for which?
To get it.
Oh, for a line?
Yeah, get an alignment.
Best way to do it is, well, if you can, you're supposed to have a bit of a canter. So if you know what angle your tire is supposed to be in and out according to spec, you can adjust it that way. Just to get it straight, take a straight line and you line it up with rear tires if it's there. If not, just have a nice straight line and line it up with the car. But generally, mark it with that. If you're doing work and the tires are perfect when you're starting,
yeah,
chalk off the ground, you know, your concrete or asphalt, either side of the tire, show your alignment. And that'll help. And even better if you can secure a board or something there.
Okay.
And that'll help a lot.
Cool.
And you can also use levels or different levels they sell. There's a lot of stuff you can do yourself. But it's 70 bucks. And tires are, you know, even the cheap tires I have on here are 150 for two. It's worth 70 bucks.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, I know I got the one out. The other one I don't know if I can get out. Like I said, I'm not so worried if I can't. But yeah, it's definitely out because I'm not having to push it in anymore. So
yeah,
I'll set it and see what the brakes are.
See if they're still at, we are never giving up, never going to let you go.
They mowed they came in and weed-eated the ditch, and now the mosquitoes are unhappy.
Oh yeah. Their cover is blown. They're not happy anymore.
I can feel the other one still in there, but so I'll just go with one. See
What if it goes sideways?
Oh, it's not going sideways because it's wedged in there the right way. But I may not have enough brakes because they drilled it out too far, so it's not engaging where it should.
Yeah, you've seen that on a previous video. By the way, please like, share, and subscribe so we can get Krazy Karl some real mechanic shoes instead of these.
I'm wearing my work shoes. These are my go in the office shoes because they yell at me when I wear my work boots in there. We got a new office. I'm not allowed to track mud and stuff in it anymore.
They look like penny loafers.
They pretty well are.
Good Lord.
They're easy to get on and off.
What's the name of that company? Hush Puppies?
That was Hush Puppy. That's not what these are. These were, what are these? Eastland, not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
I just could buy whatever comes in clown shoe sizes.
Us people with big feet, we feel your pain.
Come on.
Come on.
All right, fine. I'll turn you over. Now it's happy.
Ever reach that point in a project where you start talking to the nuts and bolts?
And yes, it's not tight yet, but I'm going to see if the pedal automatically goes all the way to the ground. No, I've got brake.
So the brakes are still never going to give you up?
Yeah.
They're never going to let you down?
I think they're good. I've got brakes.
They're never going to run around?
I'm pretty sure well, if I didn't knock it out, I set it upright where it should have been. Whatever was blocking it is gone, because I can feel the nut that's wedged in there, then I can feel the back of the cylinder. Things you get to do with little cars. And this is typically not what you do when you use the actual, new to manufacturer master cylinder. This is the stuff you do when you're replacing a master cylinder on something you can't get the master cylinder for.
Yeah.
Nor can you rebuild. Which for a while it looked like I was going to have to do that in this one. And I'm loosening it up again to see if it pushes itself out.
Okay.
And it is not. It's happy seated. So I got that one out. I'll leave it alone. And we'll see if they're still scrubbing. If they're still scrubbing, then there's another issue.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes bad.
Mosquitoes are eating you alive. I think it's because of how much you're sweating, honestly. Because they're more attracted to people who sweat. And you are dripping right now.
Well, I've been out in heat most of the day.
Yep.
I just got home from work.
It is your job, after all.
Yeah. Play in the dirt all day, then come home and play in a car that's made to be played in the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
I still can't believe I got the tag on this thing. Someone wasn't paying attention. I didn't actually, I put it in there expecting it to be rejected, and when I got it, I was absolutely shocked. I don't know if we can show it. You'd have to censor it.
I've already used the curse word, our one curse word of the video. I really don't try to curse in these things. So, if y'all really want to see it, let us know in the comments. We'll show it. We'll show you his custom tag.
It's a good one. It has to do with my work.
It pretty much sums up your job. Yeah.
It does.
Then again, a lot of people would say that sums up their job too, if you think about it.
I'm tempted to get the other one I was going to try for. If it doesn't get rejected, I'm really going to be afraid.
Get it made out so it's a front plate for something for one of the other cars. It is tightened down to oath strength again. Actually, don't oath strength it. It's just
no, it's just good and tight.
Yeah.
Good and tight.
Good and tight, not oath strength.
There we go. Now I'm gonna move it and make sure I find that nut. Although I know it's not fighting me now, so.
Yeah.
Now if I can get this nail without dropping it in the radiator.
Oh, come on. They're not gonna hurt it. After all, this car is never gonna give you up.
You're really trying for that joke.
I am really trying for that joke. It took me 4 minutes to think of it. I'm using it, dang it.
All right.
Okay.
You know, it's always fun when you don't know what a key is for anymore.
Yeah, don't do what I did once and just destroy it.
I'm not going to destroy it.
And then find yourself locked out of something.
I think it's for something for work, but I'm not sure. I don't know what it is. See, it's funny, it's still starting out over boosted, but when you don't start it, you have pressure and it's in a reasonable spot. So.
Okay. I hear something moving in your brake drum.
Yeah, you're going to, because the brake's working.
Yeah. I'm just pointing it out. Close your door.
When these brakes settle down, you have to over boost it to start with, and then it settles.
Is that it?
That's what's left of it. It did go in sideways and it got flattened. That's why I couldn't get anything in it.
Look at this. So the lesson to be learned here is use washers. you have to do this?
Well, somewhere out there, there's probably actual spacers made for this. I don't know where they are. I don't know. I've never seen them. So, although it's a testament for how good the booster is, and how cheap this nut was.
I hope that's not to anything.
No, this was just a cheap Pittsburgh tool set. So,
all right.
The other one is actually a good one. So, if that breaks down and gets where I have too much travel, then no, I'm not putting the good one in there. I'm gonna put another one of these because it'll flatten out.
Yeah.
Almost fixed. Got it. The one nut out of it helped, but I've got it pushed back all the way again. As you can see, it doesn't really want to roll with it pushed all the way back. I pull it forward, put a spacer in it, and it rolls easy.
Except for when a bee comes near me. I'm not a flower.
Push it back. And you can tell I'm having to engage it some, and then it doesn't want to roll as well. And that's a good way to tell if your mesh cylinder is being engaged. And because if I take that nut out completely, I will have still no brakes. And I don't really have a good way to do nut spacer. I'm gonna put washers behind it to space it out. And if that solves the problem, I'm gonna come back with some Insta-gasket to seal it. So it's still nice and sealed, and that should solve the problem. Like how the master cylinder that works is the one that's bored wrong.
Well, it always seems to work for this.
But
it's a simple project. 18 months later, good Lord.
There's a little bit of slope here. But you can see it's rolling, and it wouldn't roll before. The brakes had, once it got warm, the brakes were holding big time.
Yep.
Now you can.
And this is in neutral, right? We're not.
Yeah, this is in neutral.
All right.
It's just sitting in neutral.
I have to specify that, because if it's in park and it's rolling like this, you have a completely different problem with an automatic transmission.
Yeah, you can see it's rolling pretty good now with that gap, so it's just about that much more, and I cannot get that nut out, nor do I have anything to replace it with that would be the right size. So
yeah.
I will have brakes though. I do have brakes, and I have too much brake.
Well, it's better than not having any brakes and having too little brake.
Yeah.
We'll get the ratio right here sooner or later.
These off. I want to find better washers. I may end up buying some heavier washers. These I think are aluminum washers.
You afraid they're going to squeeze?
Yep. There went one of the washers. The fun part is that's neutral. Grab the washer and leave it here. I'm not sure if that's just really soft steel or, well, I tried it, tested it once already, and it didn't squish too bad.
Okay.
So, and if they do over squish, this is a trial, so I can always get different washers. I may end up needing a little thicker washer. Well, you're learning things you normally do when you have to put a master cylinder that doesn't go with a vehicle in it. Not a brand new, as installed, manufacturer one. So, but I'm not going to send it back for having the wrong boring, because the first one it's worked.
So send it back for having the wrong boring. God knows when we'll get one that works again. I still blame China.
Yeah, come on. Get started.
But once you start it up, will it ever stop?
There we go.
Hey, you can't claim I'm Rick rolling you now.
Yeah. Next running joke?
I guess. There's just not a meme to it.
Let's see. Yeah, they're not engaged. One of these ways is the right way.
We might have a first here. I'm not going to jinx them yet.
I have a feeling once it's tightened down, it's not enough space. I may fight getting that nut out again, but then I don't think I'm going to have any brakes.
No.
I only have half brake.
Oh, we'll put a rubber gasket in it or something.
There we go. And now let's see. Are we rolling? We're rolling easy. We're rolling easy. I'll pump up the brakes. Make sure they release.
Yep.
Okay, that's interesting.
What? Interesting for us is never a good sign.
The brake pedal and the throttle have gotten really friendly.
Never seen that before.
It does seem to have solved the problem, though.
Yeah. But too bad you can't. Like, wow. The whole brake pedal just shifted over.
It's actually bent.
The brake pedal is?
There we go.
Awesome.
Don't ask me how I bent the brake pedal.
You saw
Because I
how-
don't know.
you
I
saw
fixed it, though.
how- Yeah.
If you bend the brake pedal one way, just pull it back the other way, you'll be good.
That's not advice I'd follow.
I'm guessing that when I was pumping from the side, my monster feet crushed it.
More than likely, yeah. You kept pushing it.
Yeah. It looks like that's enough space to take care of it.
All right.
I'll take it for a test drive, but that's probably going to be the fix.
Okay.
So, once again, keep finagling and I'll get it.
All right. I'll have a good one.
Have a good one. Well, what's happened, these washers were too big. I actually had very little brakes left after that because there was too much travel without brakes. So I've moved to using these thin lock washers, and I'm stacking them until I get just right, because it needs to be right at the point where when it's tightened down, the brakes aren't engaged, but as soon as you touch the pedal, the brakes start activating. Because if they don't, then you don't have full brakes.
Hopefully we're not getting
And that's going to be worthless.
copyrighted music through all of this.
Oh, you will to do all that. Okay, try it again.
Yeah, we'll keep rolling.
All right, well,
See what I can do with it. Don't you love it when your neighbors think that you listen to the same type of music that they do and that you want to hear what they're listening to? All right.
well, I think you got the useful part anyways.
Yeah, I got the useful part until Heard It on a Birmingham or whatever the heck he was playing started blasting through.
It ended, so we can get back to it.
Yep. I'll drive by blasting 7 Dust later. Might be 1 in the morning. Windows maybe roll down, but I'll do it.
There we go, it's good tight. I am just putting one, the outside one's enough for testing this. And
It's a roller. But is it a breaker?
it's still,
No, it's a car. Ha 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 ha.
I think I need one more and then I'll be there.
Alrighty.
So, which I got to go get another one because I dropped one. but I can test it and see if that's going to be enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think one more of these will be the right amount. Which these are the same width, these just didn't fit. The 3 of these flattened down makes for probably about half of what the original washer was. Which is crazy. I don't know. It might be fine. I'm kind of scared to put another one in. because it didn't take much to go from brakes work great to where are my brakes?
Yeah. Well, as we're discovering, less than a millimeter.
Okay. Got brakes good? I think I got it.
All right. And it's dialed in finally.
I think so. I'll have to test it, but it's not tight yet. You know, it's not tight yet.
Yeah.
I think what I might do is do 2 on the outside, 3 on the inside, and see if that solves it perfectly. I know that may sound weird, but. And like I said, I put anti-seize heavily around the mating surfaces where it goes in, because this isn't really an airtight seal anyways, and that'll keep it from seizing or rusting or water from getting inside there.
Good idea.
So, and it'll be less of a mess to clean up than just a gasket.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that this one's off is why. Let's see what the gap is there. Yeah, I need to add one more on both sides. So I'm going to grab one more of these, put one more of these on both sides, and then I think it's done.
Alrighty.
Yeah, at least until you see me again working on these brakes.
All right, have a good one.